Incoming transmission from Vice Admiral Richard Sams, Regional Coordinator Region 20, SFI.
Command codes verified.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Casual Sunday, stand at ease. Good morning and very warm welcome to anyone and everyone that's listening in this morning. A Sunday morning special. Not done a Sunday morning broadcast since we did 2020 Con last May, but wanted to do a very quick one just because you will have seen, hopefully, from the notification about this, that as well as streaming on Facebook today, we're also streaming on YouTube. We have a new YouTube regional channel for YouTube, which is all part of a wider expanded comms plan, which I'll explain fully in a minute. Good morning, Ian. Good morning to you. If you look over my shoulder, Ian, you will see, look, just there. Oh, Lord, this is awful. That there is the new 396 patch, which is on my patch frame, which I will be working on once I finish this broadcast. Morning, Jonathan. Very nice to see you as well. So why a YouTube channel? Well, there's been various discussions across. Morning, Michael. Oh, there's a few seconds far. Wouldn't surprise me if it's faster than Facebook, to be perfectly honest. Oh, and Sean's on YouTube as well. Morning, chat. Please subscribe while you're there. I'll explain that in a minute. Ian, so look, Alba, 2017 Regional Summit mug being used this morning for the morning coffee. So, wider plan. There's been discussions across fleet at various levels and whatever about the fact that while Facebook is really useful, morning Kirk, while Facebook's really useful, it is some people have issues with it. One, I've seen examples of notifications and stuff being really slow if they turn up at all. It's hit and miss if it will tell you people have commented on groups that you're in, on pages that you follow, stuff like that. There's also the fact that some people just don't want to use it because they're not happy with Facebook's privacy policies and stuff, and that's fine. What we've done, I think, purely because of ease, not with any malice of forethought, is that we use Facebook for pretty much everything for SFI. So by default, we end up excluding some of our members who don't want to do Facebook. So we're taking some steps to push out. I mentioned on the last chat I did that we have a regional Discord channel now, which is open for registration for people to use. Going to make a real concerted effort in this month to start making sure that we double post stuff both on Facebook and on Discord, just to let people know what's going on. And that's why the YouTube channel, because it gives people a chance to get involved with these live streams without having to be on Facebook. The third reason is just that we've got a little bit of a safety net if things start going a bit more wobbly. Morning, Dan. Nice to see you. If things start going a bit wobbly with Facebook, then we're not completely cut off. We can make moves to do stuff. So, as I said, if you're on the YouTube channel, please subscribe, because you'll see that we've got a fantastically flowing off the tongue link for Facebook. Morning, Josh. Which is ludicrous, but it's set. That's our channel link, our unique channel link, but you can't change that. Well, you can customize it, but only when your channel is 30 days old. So that will be next month for us, and you have 100 subscribers. Then there was some other things, but they're the two that really stuck with me. Then we can look at customizing it to make it a bit more user friendly, something that would fit in easier. So it's that unwieldy, it really is that unwieldy link at the moment. But if you're on the YouTube channel, please subscribe. Works in the same theory as subscribing to the page on Facebook. If you then want to, if you have your notifications set up in such a way, you can be notified whenever we say we're going to go live again, or when we post a new video. So it's another avenue for looking at. So then brings you to another point, is that we've mentioned all this stuff that we're doing to move off of Facebook, but really the only place you would have heard about that at the moment is on Facebook, which is quite tough. It's a vicious circle. It doesn't get anywhere. So what will be happening very soon is we're setting up a new mailing list. The idea being it will be used fairly infrequently. We don't want to bombard people with lots of stuff, because, you know, I'm a big advocate of the fact that your SFI flows upwards. It starts at and is most important at the chapter level. And then those chapters are supported by and work with the region. And then in turn, all the regions work up with fleet. So pushes up. So it does make a pyramid, with the fleet being at the top because it's the smallest bit. And therefore, in my mind, the least important. Without chapters, there's no need for regions, and there's no need for that. So that's why I push that most of your information I would expect to come via your chapter. And I know that most of our chapters have really good internal comms and how they deal with stuff. So that's why we don't push a lot of stuff out of regional. So this mailing list wouldn't be a massive thing that would come out all that often. But now's a really good time to start it off for two reasons. One, all these changes that we're doing, and two, that the regional awards process is currently open. So if you're not aware, you can look on Facebook. I will grab a link in a second. I didn't get a chance to grab one earlier. The ability to make submit nominations is now open. There we go. It should be coming up both on Facebook and on YouTube. You can do it there for anyone. It's the same process it's been for quite a few years for us. Anyone in Region 20 can nominate anyone in Region 20, as long as the person you're nominating is eligible for the category you're nominating them for. There's that caveat, obviously. So that's really important. But there absolutely is one category that anyone can nominate anyone for, and that's a new one. That's the Neelix Award. And that is looking to recognise people who went that little bit further throughout last year. We'll carry on, but it's a really good year to emphasise and bring in a new award like that just is looking to recognise those people who went that little bit different, a little bit further last year. So it's something different, something new. But have a look at that. There's all the usual categories that are in there, and of course, what we do, as we've always done, is that when the regional winners are announced, those categories that mirror fleet will be put forward as Region 20's nominations for those categories. So your junior member, enlisted member, officer of the year, commanding officer of the year, flag officer of the year, and then the chapter awards, which are dealt with between me and the COs. So please have a look at the nominations page. Information's all on there. That link will go out with the nomination information, which was posted up on Facebook on Monday, out on this list. Let's look in updates or mailing list. Somewhere in between the middle. We'll be using MailChimp, which is usually more user-friendly than the mailing list, but certainly not a mailing list in the SFR way of it being open for people to shout about, to bounce back and forwards. It's not an email list, it's a mailing list. We are mailing out information. It's not an email bulletin board type list. So it will be used to push information out. It is the main aim of it. The really important thing about it is that with MailChimp, it very prominently listed on the email when you get it will be how you can unsubscribe should you wish to do so. And if you want to do, it's absolutely fine. If you feel you get the information in other ways, morning Mark, if you feel you get sufficient information via your chapter or the region or any other means, great, go for it. The reason for pushing it out on the list in the first place is to make sure that we're capturing everyone including those who aren't on Facebook currently. Now, of course, there is the irony of the fact that I imagine we'll get a fair number of bounce backs from incorrect emails. And there's also the very other interesting issue is that MailChimp will only allow you to send to use each email once. So we do have people that are listed, mainly people on family memberships are listed under one email address, and I completely understand that, because it will be the primary member will normally be the one of the parents or carers, and then it will be the cadets underneath. There will be a piece in that email, and if your email is used for more than one person, according to the SFI database, the email you get will list who else is using that email address, and there will be a very strong recommendation or suggestion that you create new emails for those other members, because when we move on to the new SFI database, I believe that the principle will be that it will use the same login details as the Medusa core that we've got, and that your login is your email. So therefore, you need an individual email for each login. The recommendation I'm going to put in the email, which will apply to other systems, I'd imagine. Morning, Sharon. Is to set up Gmails, because they're easy to set up, they're free, and then what you can do is you can set it up so that it then the Gmail, anything that comes into that email will then forward to whichever email you wish it to, and it doesn't have to forward to another Gmail account. It can forward to any other type of email account. So for me, my primary SFI email is my personal Merlin one, so I could set up another@gmail.com for someone else on my membership, and then have anything that goes to another@gmail.com forwarded onto my USS Merlin email. That way, I as the primary member still maintain control of what my cadets see, or the people that are on the account, but it ticks the box that they've got their own unique email and use it. So it's a neat, that I think is a really easy fix for people to do. But this first email pump out will just make that clear, that, you know, hey, did you know you've got this many people using the same email? That will have to change. So again, it will give people a good opportunity to get ahead of the curve with that. So I said, please feel free to unsubscribe should you wish to do so. Let's have a good thing about MailChimp as well, because obviously what we'll try and do is we won't use, as I said, we won't be using it regularly, probably at the most once a month, and probably not even that much, probably nearer once a quarter, to be perfectly honest. But each time before we do it, we will check against the database to make sure we've got the current people, and if you've unsubscribed, it won't let us re-add you to the list. That's what I like about MailChimp. If you've made the decision to unsubscribe from this list, we can't just ignore that and put you back on. You would have to go back in and resubscribe yourself to the list. So it's good like that. So you know that if you're happy and you don't want it, you won't get it. Simple as that. Anything else? So mention it. That was it, really. I said it was going to be a really quick one this morning. It really would. Unless anyone out there has any other questions, the real big push for me today really is the awards. Please make sure that you you nominate. If you're unsure, then talk to your chapter rep, who hopefully will have identified themselves to you via whichever communications medium your chapter uses. If not, you can always talk to Jim, our awards chief. It's awards@20thfleet.org.uk. And yet you have until Saturday the 3rd of April, midnight on the 3rd of April, to nominate. Make it clear, you do need to submit the person's SCC number, their Starfleet membership number. That's so that we can ensure that people from Region 20 are being nominated for the Region 20 awards, because we have had it in the past, and probably I could see this being a real big year for that sort of thing, where we've had so much interaction across fleet with all the different bits we've done as a region and the chapters have done that have been opened up to everyone in the region. I can see there being some blurring as to exactly where everyone belongs as far as SFI is concerned. So that's that's the reason we asked for that. It does mention on the nominations page, if you're unsure, then you can seek help from your CO or your XO. There is a really easy way. If you can get in to the database, then you can search for people. Anyone can search for people. The amount of information you see differs depending on the role that you have, but anyone can search. So as long as you know their name, you can put it in. Now, of course, that doesn't always work, because their name on the database might be different to what they use on Facebook or how you know them. So you might need to do some variations. One suggestion would be, if you're absolutely convinced on their surname, just plug that in, because you get two fields. You can search for forename and surname. Just plug in the surname. You'll get everyone with that surname, but then you'll get to see the options that you've got to look for. So that's the way to do it. That's why we have had that before. Believe it or not, we've had non-SFI people nominated for Region 20 awards in the past. One of the reasons we brought in we emphasised the SCC. So please work on your nominations, but you must have that information before you can submit them. Otherwise, they'll just be rejected, because we can't confirm people. And to be fair, it's not fair to make Jim or the team search for people. It's part of what we request of you if you want to nominate people. It's really not that hard. So really, that's it. So a quick one just to launch the YouTube channel, really, which we'll use say for both streams going forward. Anyone have any questions, bits and bobs that you're up to this week? Can't see much. In that case, 17.5 minutes of waffle. That's more than enough on a Sunday morning. So I will let you all go. Have a very good day. It's quite nice to say that rather than saying have a good night. Have a very good day. Enjoy Sunday and whatever it may bring for you. If you're working, please don't work too hard. Please keep safe if you are working, because it means that you're out and about. Other than that, I will see you, all being well, on Thursday, on the normal Thursday slot. In the meantime, keep an eye out. We will refresh the reminders about Discord and the YouTube thing across YouTube and on the mailing list. So please, if you haven't signed up for Discord yet, please give that a go as well. It's very easy. There's a good little app that will sit on your phone, and you can do it all from there. It's more like it's like the modern version of an old chat forum type thing. Forums. There are also, of course, the SFI forums that have been relaunched. Forums, I think, are very Marmite. You either like them or hate them. The Discord one seems to me to be a bit more interactive with stuff, and we'll see where we go around with that. So there's lots of places to look at. We'll start pulling it all together to make sure that we repeat the right information in the right places, so that people don't have to follow absolutely all the different bits and pieces for all of the information. Sorry, I had a mental block there. We're not expecting people to chase around 5 or 6 different places to find the information. The information will be, it's our responsibility to repost the information in those different places, so that you can pick the medium or mediums that work for you. Other than that, excuse me, yes, Mark's into the 396 MSG patch. You can see it over my shoulder there. Comes out quite well because it's massive, 6 inches. It's a lovely, great big patch. Really, really good. It's going on my patch frame, which I should be working on later on today. Other than that, I will leave you all now, wishing you all a very safe and relaxing Sunday where possible. Keep safe, keep well, and see you all soon. Bye-bye.
I'm going to sleep this off. Please let me know if there's some other way we can screw up tonight.